Everyone. This is the first session of Knowledge Cafe, and I'm really happy to be the first one to start this. As everyone know that I'll be my topic is strength, how to use your strength to create opportunities using the Johari window. So both concepts are really different. They do not come together. But when I was going through a training phase recently, I found that we can use that SWOT analysis and the Johari window to create opportunities for ourselves. Now, when I say creating opportunities, that doesn't mean that you need to always keep growing as from one level to another, but again, gaining information or cross-skilling yourself also is an opportunity. So now, as everyone know that SWOT is something which Robin had asked everyone to write it, and hope everyone has written this SWOT and given to Robin. So SWOT, yeah, SWOT. I'm sorry. So, what is SWOT? Can anyone answer me? What is SWOT SWOT?
Strength, weakness, opportunities, threat.
And what you did is you created a PPT or something and you sent it to Robin, stating that this is my strength, this is my weakness, this is my opportunities which I see, and this is my threat. But do you always come up to your PC and see that this is my strength, I have to work today. These are the cases which I have. I know my strength, I can utilize my strength, clearing my queue. I know this is my weakness for today. Let me go ahead and speak to Robin and say that today is my this particular thing is my weakness today. How shall I overcome that? Did anyone do this? So what I used to do is I used to take all my strengths. I know my strengths. There are few weaknesses in me. What I do is I speak to Robin. That's the first thing which I do. Or maybe a Shamiran. So whoever is a manager or a team lead who can better understand you, these are the people, they can also help you to overcome your weaknesses. Now, if you see, I have written SWOT in this particular manner. The reason why is the, the strength, S for strength, is the one which can create opportunities. Weaknesses are something which will create threats for you. Now, the only thing is these two things, strength and weaknesses, these are within you. And the opportunities are threats, they come after, or the time when you start actioning on your strength and weaknesses. These are the things which will follow. So they are not from within, but they are something which can come out from outside, I can say. So how can, so these are the things, again, we won't be we won't delete that, but we need to think that how can I work on my weakness so that my threat is zero. How can I increase my strength in order to create opportunities? So these are the things which people often think that if I would like to convert my strength into an opportunity, what shall I do? Shall I work hard? It is just working hard doesn't make sense, because if I work hard, even I need to know that how I can enhance my knowledge as well. So when I'm working hard, I also know that what is the project which I'm working upon, what is the product which I'm working upon. Now, creating opportunities within just product doesn't mean that I'm just working hard, and it does not give me any output. The only thing is you have to master your skills into that product. Now, while mastering it is not that your brain will work accordingly what you need. So what happens is I know that I want to master this. If I sit alone, I start working on the product, that doesn't mean that I'll master my skill. I have to take feedback from each and everyone. May it be an Anand, may it be a Robin, may it be a Parag. What I'll be doing is I'll be sharing knowledge from my end, and I'll be taking knowledge from their end as well. So that is the first step towards creating opportunities using your strength is speaking. You have to speak with your colleagues, you have to speak with your friends, your leaders, in order to understand that how well do you know your product or a project. So what happens is I know that I have knowledge about this product. Can anyone say that I have 100% knowledge about my product? Any of the product, maybe retail, maybe institution, no one can say that I have 100%. What happens is if you have all the knowledge, even one time you will ask someone else that do you know the answer for this question? So that time you can come to conclusion that I do not have 100% of the knowledge. But how did I get that knowledge? I asked someone. I was speaking to someone. So that is the first step towards creating an opportunity towards learning something, and that was speaking. I'm having a communication with someone. Second most important thing is listening. So what happens is, again over here in listening, no one has that capability of listening very carefully. It only will happen when you have your heart and your mind towards the lips of that person who is speaking. What happens is, whenever, if I'm speaking out to you, there are few thoughts which are running through your mind that, okay, Fahad is saying something about creating opportunities. I'll go in a flashback. I'll see that, have I ever created any opportunities while speaking to someone or listening to someone? This is the thought which comes to my mind when I am going through this words. So what happens is, no one gives you 100% while you're listening to someone. Listening is the best quality that a person should have in order to gain any knowledge. So what happens is, if I listen carefully, then I can go to my desk, I can sit properly and say that, this were the pointers which Robin told me. Now, what are the takes which I have to take, and what are the things which I couldn't understand? At that point of time, I'll go back and I'll use the first step, which is speaking. I'll speak to Robin, stating that, Robin, I understood the 3 pointers out of the 5 things which you told, but there were 2 things which I couldn't understand. Can you just elaborate? This was the 2 things which I can help. So listening and speaking come hand in hand, and this is how I gain my knowledge. Now, what happens is, normally what we do is, we only speak to our team leads or a manager only when there is a performance or a review. Do we tend to speak each and every day, or do we tend to speak uh, weekly also?
Yes.
Sometimes, not always. We do not have a plan of action, or we do not have, we only speak to our team leads or our managers only at that point of time when we have an issue. We need to create that plan of action, that this is my work timing, I have done this much thing. Then I'll sit 5 minutes and then realize that, is there anything which I missed out, which I couldn't understand, or which I could have done better? There are few things which we do not know that can be done by a team lead or a manager. What we can do is, we can take a feedback at that point. May it be a good feedback, may it be a bad feedback. A feedback is never a bad feedback, it is just we think that it's a bad feedback. But you need to take every feedback as a positive feedback, learn from your mistakes and understand that, why was this feedback gone in a negative point? Why was this feedback gone in a positive point? If it's a positive, well and fine, I can do much better than that. If it's a negative feedback, let me do one thing, let me analyze, let me create a plan of action and check how I can create opportunities from that negative feedback also. I have to make that as a positive one. So third and most important thing is feedback. Always have a feedback with not only your team leads or your managers, but also with your friends as well. I've seen many people over here, they speak to their colleagues, even because we have a friendly nature, we speak to each other and say that, I'm going wrong with this, can you help me with this? Or sometimes if there's something grave mistake, we sometimes tend to have that tendency that, can I ask this to Robin because he's a team lead? What will he understand? What will he think? So at that point of time, we go to a best friend of ours. We ask him certain things. Yes, obviously we can do that as well. But we need to again analyze that. If I'm taking a feedback from my friend as well, I should listen carefully. What is he saying? At that point of time, I can take positives, negatives, and then think whether I can go ahead, create a plan of action for me. Feedback is really important. Now, these are the 3 main things which I could plot out, because there are few other things also which, again, communication, there are other things which interconnect with each other and then they create opportunities for you. Learning, again, it comes in speaking. So you're learning something by speaking to someone. You come to Anand, you say that, Anand, I didn't understand this which you had told me in the cafe which we thought. Now he'll speak to you, he'll communicate with you, he'll make you understand. Then again the learning comes up. So I don't want to create pointers ahead, but these are the 3 main things through which you can create your opportunities. Now again, can anyone say that I have a lot of strengths in me? Can anyone say that I use my strength only in positive way? No, people also use their strength in negative ways. So when you create an opportunity using a negative strength, it directly goes as a threat for you. So always think that whenever I'm creating an opportunity, I am using my strength in a positive way. Never think about having strength created in a negative way. It always leads towards a threat. Obviously, everyone's mother would say that better galat kaam mat karna. That would lead to a threat. So the first and foremost thing is utilize positive strengths to create your opportunities. Now, when at the start when I mentioned that the weaknesses again can be converted into your strength, is there anyone in this who can say that I don't have any weaknesses? There are weaknesses in each and every one. So again, we can utilize these main 3 pointers to convert our weaknesses into strength. Just an example, I have ABC weakness. I come to a Robin or a Shamlan or maybe a Gaurav and say that this is something which I believe I'm lacking in. I'll give you an example of mine when one of my SWOT analysis last year, when I said that this is my weaknesses, I explained to Robin. That was the time I took a feedback. I was listening very carefully. I jotted down that this is something which is a weakness for me. I tried to overcome that, but the next year I had a next weakness. So every time there is something or the other which will come as a weakness, try to make it as a strength and utilize it to create opportunities. This was something with respect to SWOT analysis. Now, if you see over here, it says open, blind, hidden, unknown. Any one of you, do you know what is a Johari window? So, I'll explain this to you. This is something which I'll draw like this first, and it creates a window. So, these are the things, if you see, every window says something open, blind, hidden, unknown. Now, these are the things, these are the strengths which are there within you, which are something which you have hidden. There are something which you do not know, and there is something which there's no clue, or we do not want to bring it out. So what happens is, in an open side, if you see, you know that you have a strength. You're showing this to you, showing this to everyone. For an example, Gaurav is a very good dancer. Everyone knows it because he's shown that. Now that's something which is an open strength for him. Hidden, you may know it, people may not know it. So at that point of time, it would be better that you bring it out, because this section of your window should overcome all the three, and it should be one window of open. When you be in open window, at that point of time, the strength goes high and high. Again, blind, you do not know it. One fine day, Robin comes to you and says that, you know what, I found this in you, and that's actually a strength of yours. I did not know it. That's blind. Unknown is something neither you know it, nor your team lead knows, nor your manager knows it. So why is this being created? Because there are a few things which we know it, we need to bring it. There are a few things which others know it, we have to bring it, and we need to expand this window and create an open thing. Now there's a small exercise which we'll do for just 5 minutes. I'll circulate this papers for you. There are few questions in this. Okay, all you need to do is just rate those questions. If you think question number 1, there is option A and B, what you can do is, if you feel that I strongly agree with question answer number A, I'll give a 5 for it, and B, I'll give a 0. Why? Because I need to have a calculation of 5 or a sum of 5. For an example, question number 2, I have option number A. I feel that I do not strongly agree, but I agree, and I give a 3. So by default, the B gets 2 marks. So quickly do this so that I can tell you that where exactly you fall in this particular window and what you can do in your future. So I do not have the pins, but quickly later also we can. Yeah,
I think we'll do this later.
perfect. So if you do this, just let me know. Those strength should always be in the open window. So this is how I have completed my first session. Any questions?